And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
61, match box, right.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Brings up second and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Two times.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
24-yard line.
Green 18.
Check 55.
Liz.
Check me out. Undercrush.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Watch out.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
258.
Too little, Cupcake.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After 7, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
So we got man.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 35 on second down. Rodgers. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some
Hey, watch
points.
the slant.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
No. 319.
Hey, eat. Know your job.
319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
319.
Squeeze, double.
Here's Rodgers to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing again on second down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. 4 down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 9, check 9. 24 is the mic.
Gun.
3 bucks.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready?
Defense, our time. It's our time.
On second down, Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready?
42. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stumped up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Shit. Stop, Mike.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check.
Line left.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First and 10 at the 30.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 6.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
At the 24-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Watch the edge. Mike 55, Mike 55. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Gun. Go. Mike 42. Mike time.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Again, it's Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
4 down, even. 24 is the mic.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
24 is the mic.
All day, dog. Leave it. Bring up 48.
24 is the mic.
Hot.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. It's caught. Mitchell. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Mitchell. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 12-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And now a carry here for the fullback. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers caught by Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check. Lucky.
Watch the safety creep. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
All right. Hey, where y'all going?
Now Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah!
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Plan on it! 319! In the middle, 55.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge.
Throwing on second down. Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two.
Oh, get him! Get him! Get him!
That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Vikings 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Kill!
Two. Hey. High 7. Gun.
I got him! 24 is the mic. What is that?
Cousins on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
The 42-yard line.
20 gun. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins again. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Zadarius Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Gun.
To try again after the sack. Cousins going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. He's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
4 down.
Here's Cousins. He gets it to Thomas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Mike's 42.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike 42.
Quaker Omaha.
It's our field.
80 weapons.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's crashing.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAnthony Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
24, Vikings 10. Jason Sanders set to kick
Now
off.
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Rodgers going to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Taking it about the 16. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Leave it. Ring up, 48. Switch. Flag.
24 is the mic.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Greystone, travel.
Let's go, T. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 24 is the mic.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
24 is the mic.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And the Vikings first down.
I'm here all day. Check three.
w15.
Hey, pick your game up.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Let's go, boy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Throwing is Cousins. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dylan Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Packers 24, Vikings 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a long